how to not care. You have to learn how to not care, because you will always encounter people that will try to insult you. And the most annoying thing, or one of the most annoying things in life, is when you are triggered, feeling emotionally hurt. But there's a very easy way to transcend that. Normally we try to use our personality, me and my importance, me and my life. This personality is trying to defend itself, so it's fighting back and it's arguing, and it's actually gonna make the whole problem worse. So there are two dimensions. There's the imagination, in which this whole personality is taking place with all the other personalities. So you think you're a self-image and you live in this world with other self-images, and the people that are strengthening the self-image you like to have of yourself, you call them friends, and the people that are insulting or disagreeing with your self-image, they're your enemies. So how to transcend that? It's actually very easy. You just come out of your mind. Now, how to do that? You simply, for example, you can touch something. I'm touching my fingers. And you just ask yourself, is there a negative feeling inside of that sensation? Now the mind says, that's stupid. But when you catch your mind saying that, just come back to the sensation. Because that's where reality is. The now, the here and now, the presence. That's where peace is, always. The now is always eternal. It's always here and now. And it never stops. So you can simply transcend your negative emotions by being present. So you can, for example, touch an object and just feel that, and feel how neutral it feels. The mind will fight. It will try to be dominant. It will say, you cannot simply forget how important this is right now. I have to argue. But you actually have this observing power to notice when the mind is doing that. So when you notice that, you simply go back to the present moment. And your nervous system will calm down. And now what you can try is, when you are touching an object, simply find out who's the one that's touching the object. Feel the one that's feeling the object. And what's going to happen is either the thought is going to say, I'm in the brain, or if you're even going to transcend that, you're just going to be in a kind of spaciousness. Then you're going to notice how those negative thoughts and feelings are just appearances in that spaciousness. And that spaciousness is pure life. And that's who you truly are. So who you truly are never had a problem with anyone. It doesn't care. It doesn't even care about my words. It does not care. It's just at peace. And it's all about discovering who you are. So because when you know who you are and you are resting as what you are, then there are no problems. That's how I healed my trauma. From the beginning of my days to the night, I was in constant emotional pain, and believe me when I say this, I was truly a negative person. Because why? Because I was a person. So, and I was looking for answers. The only thing that helped me was to catch myself when I'm thinking and simply destroying that thought loop and come back into what is. And this requires some kind of courage, because it can feel like it is the end of you. Because when we are waking up in the morning as a person and we are carrying the whole past, then one day someone's gonna tell you have to get rid of that. Feels like, but that's the only interesting thing about my life, me. So it's your choice. Either you're gonna get rid of yourself, or you're gonna keep your problems. So, but when you choose to become free, simply be aware of what is going on, because you're not the thought, you're not the thinking process. So when you notice that there is a thinking process going on right now, you can simply notice that and focus on something that is going on right now. Just look at the wall, look at the tree, hear the sound, and you can follow where does that awareness come from. Then there's just this spaciousness, this feeling of I am, which is not a feeling, because it is what is perceiving the feelings. Then when someone's insulting you on the street, you're no longer reacting. You're simply aware that this person is acting out of his or her own conditioning, and you're not judging that. It's just they have a problem, but it has nothing to do with you. That's freedom. And who you are is already free. So everybody has a right to become free, because everybody's born free. Who you really are has never been really truly incarnated in that flesh, in that body. So it's a joyful, restful life, free from all the negativity. There's a lot of unnecessary negativity going on. So what I did, again, was in the morning when I woke up, I became aware of what is going on. Immediately I had some sounds in my head. I have a musical mind, I guess. It just created some random melodies and some thoughts about random stuff. And then from that's how my day started. So me and my life, that's how it started. And I was never really aware of that thought loop, even though I was watching videos of people telling me that that's exactly who I am not. So there's an awareness that is aware of the thought loop, but every time I became aware of a thought, then I was just another thought that was aware of that thought. So what helped me is to become aware of something that is extremely boring for a few minutes. For example, listening to the silent environment. And every time there's a thought, I'm just coming back to the boredom of being no one. But at some point, it became clear that I am that silent awareness that is aware of thoughts. So now I'm free to think, but I know that they're just appearances happening inside of me, and they consist out of me, but they do not define me. So become free of that brainwash. Free from beliefs. The mind needs beliefs, but you are not the mind. So, and that's it. If you like this video, if you want to, you can like it, subscribe, and leave a comment, and have a great day.